The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn, and today we're going to talk about a transition for the North and South Node. That's what it's called in astrology. It's a very interesting thing to bring up today because it shows us different perspectives that astrology lines up. And I find it just so fascinating. I have been following this, and it does seem to be playing out, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is about going deeper in self-discovery. And I'm going to explain what they are and what energy this brings to us. And this is going to be for the next 18 months. This is also for individual, but also as a collective for all of us around the world. So it's for everyone, and at the same time we have this deeper discovery within ourselves. So it's taking an aspect that not everybody understands. What is the node thing about? And that's what I want to explain to you. So I wanted to just teach you a little bit more about what it is. We won't go crazy deep, but we're going to go into what it all means for us. And it's the universe offering us an opportunity to dive deeper, to discover who we are, and be that. Be who we actually truly are. We've been going through this shift and change, and everybody's been feeling like they've been growing and learning and adjusting and adapting. Well, we're still doing that. We'll always move forward like that. But this is just interesting stuff. So when I've been diving in and looking at this, and then I bring it to you and share, I spend a lot of time researching this because it's just making sense, honestly. And you know, it's like, well, that's just a lot of people don't take it and believe in it, and that's okay. You don't have to. I'm just looking at what's going on here, and then a lot of it plays out. So that's why I'm sharing it. We'll have to wait and see if it plays out. Here's what's going on. Yesterday was the 19th of January, 2022, and that's when this started. So it actually started yesterday. And I think that as I explain some of this, it might resonate with what you're experiencing. You may align with it, you may not. First of all, what are these lunar nodes? What are they? They're astrological they're mathematical points. They're mathematical points in astrology that are located between the moon and the sun. So they're mathematical points, but they call them nodes, lunar nodes, okay? So yesterday they shifted into Taurus and Scorpio for the next 18 months. And that's what we're going to talk about. Well, what does that mean if it's shifted into Taurus and Scorpio? That's going to shift a lot of things, and it'll make sense once I start explaining it. So first of all, what is the North Node? What does that mean in Taurus? Well, first of all, the North Node represents where we're striving to achieve our destiny, what we want to do. Where are we striving? What are we working on? That's what the North Node's all about, regardless of the sign. It's just going into Taurus, and we'll explain that. The South Node's going into Scorpio. The South Node represents the foundation we build our life on, the foundation we, as a community, as a unit, we build everything on, and it's about the past. I know, it's interesting. Well, why would we worry about the past, right? Well, it does matter if we're not letting go of some of it. But I'm going to explain that as we go. So first of all, North Node is what we're striving to achieve in our destiny. That's the north. That's going into Taurus. South is going into Scorpio, and that's about the past and the foundation, the structure. Is our foundation good? So we'll explain deeper into that. So we're going to look into that. So this is really an opportune time to really go inward, to do a little bit more deeper dive into self-discovery about who you really are. All that we've been going through, really the whole life journey, it's always been about that, but we've been really feeling it as a collective group. A lot of us, we're all experiencing similar things, even though we have our individual things. We're all shifting and changing. And remember, this entire year, 2022, now this is 18 months. This is going to go into 2023, this length of this node shift. But all of 2022 has been lining up to look like a healing year. And we can choose it or deny it. You can refuse it if you want, but why would you want to do that? But, it's out there. So the affirmation that I chose for this one is, I choose to discover who I am and be that. Just like that. Simple as that. I choose to discover who I am. So you're choosing to dive deeper. You're choosing to really align and acknowledge who you really are. All aspects of it. And be that. Be your true self. We talk about that all the time, but we're going to go a little deeper. So here we go. Let's go into what some of this means a little bit more. So you have nodes in your natal chart, and that would be more of your personal journey. Then we have the position of these nodes that indicate everybody, all of it, the collective. The lessons we'll be working on, any of the karma, things like that. So January 19th, yesterday this all started, and it shifted into the signs of Taurus and Scorpio. And 18 months, that seems like a lot. That's a year and a half. So we've got time. And it's interesting because let's talk about this North Node in Taurus, because Taurus does not like to be rushed, does not go fast for anybody, and won't be pushed. That's just the bull. Okay? So the North Node in Taurus, this indicates a lot though, because we've been talking about Taurus here in retrograde, or that Venus in retrograde, which is aligned with Taurus. They represent one another. So you have this energy that is, Taurus indicates striving to achieve, striving to develop and cultivate your life in a bigger way. It's an earth sign. It likes to be grounded. It likes to be steady. It likes to be methodical. It likes to be happy and be comfort in its zone. It likes to enjoy the comforts of life, things like that. This is all a Taurus energy. It wants to be confident, steady, and doesn't worry about proving anything to anybody or anything. It just knows what it wants. It's confident. It's a steady, grounding type of energy. Now, why would this matter going into the North? Because this is about what we're striving to achieve and our destiny, right? Well, when the North Node moves into Taurus, this is encouraging us to embrace steady, grounded qualities, okay, in your life. Just calm down. It reminds me of just calm down. Just be steady, be confident, be aligned. Stay grounded. Grounding is very important because it's an earth sign. It does not look to change. It just simply wants to make the most of where it is. So it's not like, oh, I want all these changes in my life and this means you can't. No, it means what you have, you're going to acknowledge and notice. It means be grounded, and where are you? Where did you end up landing? Where are you right now? And how can you make the most of your situation right now? And it likes predictability. You know how some of us, we really want to know what to expect, and it just seems like the universe keeps throwing the unexpected at us. Taurus brings in some of that methodical grounding, let's just keep calm and go slow, and let's just make the most of where we are right now. And that doesn't mean you're settling. It means you're appreciating what you do have. It's very much like that. It encourages you to bring stability into your life. Structure, organize, be settled. This is important as we go through so much change and shift. And we have been going through a lot of it. And at the same time, we might be bringing in new things. And yes, you'll bring new things in and you will shift and grow into something that you want to do. But we have to have stability. We have to have a firm ground that we're standing on and be clear and confident in the direction we're going. That's the energy that Taurus brings. I think that's a very powerful, strong energy. It's an endurance energy that keeps going. It just can go steady, strong, and long. Does not falter. This is a strength that this one brings that I acknowledge, and I like that actually. It calms me really. It lets me know there is nothing to prove to nobody except being true to yourself. And I like that. So bringing more structure and stability into your life is what Taurus energy is all about. It encourages that methodical approach, get organized, keep a clear, agenda, so to speak. Just know where you're going before you just go running through there. On the collective, the group, all of us, we have this indicating a time to make peace with situations. I know. Make peace with what's unfolded. Make peace with the last few years. It's been bumpy, it's not been comfortable, but we need to find peace to let go and move forward with the lessons that we have gained from it. Everything's been a challenge, I know, for a lot of people, and I do acknowledge that. We've been through our own here as well, but it's time to make peace with where we are right now and the situations that we're in now, because it's not like it's going to go back and change, really. I really don't see that. At least I don't see that in the near future, anything changing a whole lot, but we have made big changes. And moving forward naturally with energy, working with energy, it moves forward. It doesn't go backwards. So we're striving here to have more of an upbeat, make the best, make the most out of where we are right now. That doesn't mean we're settling. It doesn't mean failure. It doesn't mean any of that. But it does bring us to a point where we have to be aware of how much we do have that we can appreciate. How much we can do with what we have. We don't need more to be better. We need to be great with what we have right now. We need to be great. We have to find that greatness in what we do have. And I love the Rumi quote that I found that I put in the picture today, because it's about, we find all of the things that we're always looking for outside of ourselves. We actually find them inside. They've already been there. It's what you already have. You have everything you need. We don't need to look outside of ourselves, just inside. So it's a very deep perspective that I appreciated for today. Now here's the other part of this. So as this is moving forward and we're making the most of things and finding a new way to make things flourish and grow and prosper, Taurus is very much about abundance, very much about its comforts, yes, and connecting with abundance around you. The abundance in all things. The abundance in finance, yes, but in your relationships. The abundance of all things, not just money. It's not just about that. Abundance comes in many, many ways, and acknowledging and seeing those things in your life. It's appreciating. It's connected to the gratitude, and that brings more of that with law of attraction. So definitely you want to look at that. So despite what's happening, it's going to be powerful, moving and growing in seeing abundance for a bigger, expansive perspective. It's just seeing it for what it really is. You can tap into the abundance of opportunities that you have coming your way, even if it doesn't look like it's going to do anything yet, or you don't know which way to go. Remember, we still have a Mercury retrograde going right now. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to go steady, get your footing, stay grounded. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Remember, that's all about those emotions and feelings and your self-worth. when we do self-discovery, you're also doing a soul-searching self-worth. Do you find value in who you are? If you don't, time to go find it, because it's there. We all have it, but we have to go and find it, and acknowledge it, and connect with it. Taurus will help. That Taurus energy is about your self-worth, very much your self-worthiness, your value of who you are. There's an abundance there that you want to tap into. When you have the self-worth, now you have the ability to see the abundance everywhere in so many other ways, in other things. So you're going to be relating to those feelings of that with this deeper energy, search that you would do. You'll connect with feelings of how your relationships are and how your self-worth is dictated in those relationships, and the choices and the actions that we're making. Are these actions that are working? We have been going over that a little bit, because that's pretty relevant and pretty clear that a lot of us want to make shifts and changes in choices that we're making. This is going to help clarify that as well. Taurus in the North Node also brings energy that is deliberate about your actions. You might wait for a while. You might not rush to make a decision, but when you do, it's done. There's no faltering. There's no second guessing. It's confident choices that you'll make. When you live from a place of you're conscious about your intention, you want to just make sure you're moving forward. You're not going to fall back into old habits. You're just making this conscious effort and decision. Yes, this is what I want. But Taurus energy is like that. It will take a while to make a decision, but when it does, it's done. There is no second guessing it. And it has reviewed everything, it's researched it, it's grounded in it, it's committed, it's ready to go. That's how that energy can feel. It also, Taurus rules over the planet, the Earth. And so we have things that may come up that we'll see on a collective, as a group, as the world, with environment. Sustainability, we'll see that. You might find that this will be interesting to watch unfold as we see events throughout the world shift and change. There's a lot of hope when we see positive changes on how we treat the planet. So this is an earth sign. This one is a very grounded earth. I just like this energy. It feels peaceful to me. I started noticing it a couple of days ago. And I wasn't even realizing what it was. And then I started going, well, wait, I'm reading about it. Because this one is also, it definitely will have an energy about finance. I mean, the structure of it, all of it. Your personal finances, global, how we have finance and money and the value of it. We might see some shifts and changes in that under this. We'll have to watch that. I'm going to be paying attention to that. It might be interesting. But you might feel it throughout the year at different times through eclipses, and we'll stay in touch with that as we go through the year with the show. At this point, you might feel guided to really look at your self-worth, your security, build a safe, secure foundation. Okay, so you have relationships with abundance here. You'll be guided to work with, creating a stable structure in your life. I need things to be more secure. Taurus is very much about feeling like that. That makes sense. Now, that was the North Node. Okay, that's the destiny, what we want to do, where we're striving to achieve. Now we're going to look at the South Node, which is in Scorpio. And that one's a little bit different, but we'll explain it. And it doesn't mean anything bad, but it does bring up the stuff that, needs to be addressed. So sometimes it's like, why do we even pay attention to South Node if it's the past? Because we're always moving away from the past. Well, you want to see sometimes if there's something lingering and there's something you're just holding on to and you haven't let go of it, that's where it's going to be. And sometimes we have to identify that to move on and let it go. So the South Node is not just about the past. It also represents what we've mastered, what we're good at, what we can remember to really grow and move forward. The lessons we've learned, what we've built, our soul growth, that's also there too. So see, it's not just about the bad stuff. So we want to find those pieces to integrate that into moving forward, to develop and what our destiny is and what we're striving to achieve. So the North Node is, while the North Node, that's Taurus, moving where we're headed, the South Node is about, we can't forget where we were. We have to honor in order to achieve destiny. We have to accept where we were, not hold on to it, not live in it, but what are the lessons that we've learned? What are the lessons that we've learned? The South Node in Scorpio, it invites us to honor ways that we've changed. How have we changed? How has things unfolded in our life? Have we respected what we've been through and what we've lived and where we've grown? Have we even given credit where credit is due there? How can that work for us? This would be part of your deeper reflection you're looking at. We have to bring peace with things like that. We have to bring peace to things that have changed, transformed. We have to recognize that it's just part of how energy moves forward, that ebb and flow of life. It moves forward. It constantly evolves and shifts. When we bring peace to things like that have changed or unfolded for us, it will help us with the structure and stability we're trying to build with the Taurus energy in the North Node. So that is where this will help us to move forward, so that there is a reason to look at it. Also, the Scorpio energies in South Node. We may also feel a shift of power take place. What does that mean, right? Because Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet is Pluto. That's the planet of power. Pluto's been very active for the last few years. And so you might see some shifts in power. It could be related to big groups like business, structure, organization, you don't know. We'll have to see. It also is areas where, impersonally, where is our power? We might see issues come up that need to have a review, like this level of power that's over us and what we choose to allow to run our lives. We might need to look at that. So remember, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. The U.S. is going through their very first Pluto return that activated in 2022. So it'll just be interesting to watch everything that unfolds there. I'm not trying to even make any predictions on that. I really don't focus on that as much as I do personal growth for you guys. But these are things that are coming up that are pretty big that we'll all feel as a group. We'll just all feel them. We're going to be paying attention to that. So if Scorpio with this Pluto influence here in the South Node's bringing up, okay, we need to bring acceptance into our lives about some of the changes that we've gone through. We have to just accept that things may have changed permanently. We have to accept that things are still changing. We have to find power and strength, from the changes. We have to find where we can make the best out of where we are right now. There's your Taurus. And how can we work with them with where we are today? That's big, okay? So then this North Node is going to align in July. It's going to align with Uranus. That brings a little bit of awakening moments. So it'll be interesting to see how July unfolds, and we'll get to that in a few months when we see that. So overall, what I want to say is the North and South Node is shifting for this 18 months. It's an opportunity for a deeper discovery, to really ground and root and feel confident in your choices, not to second guess them, to also look at the past and accept what has changed. So here's a few points that you might experience. We're gonna, like I said, we're all gonna see how this unfolds, but It's a deeper discovery of your self-worth, how you value you. Are you being true to that? It may create a need to feel that you have power over your own life, not something else. Yep. Sustainability for the planet and solutions in that area, because of being Taurus is an earth sign. Environmental, sustainability. What's not working? What can we do better? Things like that we might see. We're going to see some things with finance. We might see some big changes. We might see some things evolving and developing, revolutionizing everything of how we value money. We might see an acceptance of that changing. We might see it go into a different direction, what we deem valuable. We might find that security, we need to feel more secure. We need to know that things are structured and organized, and we feel comfortable where we are. So this is going to be an interesting 18 months to watch, but what I'm suggesting is there's so much power in working in your own self-worth with that, because we're all going to be feeling it in different ways. But this is what this is about. And I thought it would be interesting to dive into, what are these nodes and what does that mean? That's what they are. And they just changed yesterday. So let me go over and say hello to everyone in the chat. If you're joining us live stream, we have the live stream open on my YouTube channel. So I wanted to say hello to everyone. Hey guys, let's see here. Hello, let's see. We have all kinds of people in here. Hi, let's see. So Journey to Becoming Me is saying, send me some warm weather. It's 7 degrees. So you're in the Midwest. Oh my goodness. Are you comfortable saying what state, where you are in the Midwest? The Midwest, everybody looks cold everywhere north of me. Whoa. We were cold here, but you don't want to know how cold. We were down to like 50. I know we're in Florida, so it's kind of cold here. It's cold for Florida, I know, but we're not like you guys are. Oh my goodness, I've seen some of those storms go through. They were crazy. So how about I send a little bit of warm love to you, to warm your heart from inside. If we could do that, we could send that to everyone. Let's see here. What else do we have? Why did that pop up? I don't want that there. I don't know why that did that. Let's see. Bear with me, my screen did something goofy. So I don't know why it's doing that. There we go, I got rid of it. It was covering up all the messages from you guys. I had to get that out of the way. All right, here we go. Hello to Robin, Maddie, Lisa, Belinda. Let's see. And 757, AKA, we know who that is. But since it's changed, I won't say that name. I'll let you do that if you want to. We have Michelle, Veronica, let's see, Maddie. I'll be talking to someone today about a good opportunity to work together, but I think maybe trying to undercompensate me for work. The angels have any advice, insight for that conversation? You need to be confident about what you feel you're worth. Absolutely. That energy is right in the pocket for you today with that Venus North Node, right? So absolutely, that sounds like a good opportunity, but don't be afraid to value what you're worth. Sometimes there's a negotiating thing back and forth, and in general, it always is like, no, it's lower than what they want, and then you go back and forth. Remember, like it's like buying a house. You put in a bid, and then you go this bid, and you counter it. You go back and forth. Everybody settles somewhere in the middle. Definitely have in your mind, and this is Michael coming in behind you, wanting you to feel confident about the belief and the strength that you bring to a business relationship and what you're worth. Definitely, absolutely. Oh, Kate, let's see, Cadu 22, you have those nodes in those signs. Oh, that's kind of neat. So that'll be interesting for you to see how it develops for you. But everybody's going to feel it. Everybody's going to feel it, but we might feel it differently depending on where we are. Let's see, Veronica, I've been struggling to build adequate income through my business and job-wise. Where should I look? What should I do? Okay, I feel a real strong, Veronica, hang on. I feel a real strong, just fear and of it not working out. So the focus here, because it takes patience, entrepreneurs, people that are working in business that do it on their own, and I'm doing it too, I get it. It can be challenging and we feel like we work 100 times for that tiny little morsel. But at the same time, the law of attraction and the energy here for you is you're going to look deeper. Do you believe in what you're doing? Do you believe in it? So I know you do or you wouldn't be doing it. However, this is taking you to a deeper level of really researching the value that you feel you're worth. So this node thing, I like this for a lot of the questions I'm seeing, because work with that Taurus energy, because that is about, wait a minute, I deserve to be compensated for all the hard work I do here. At the same time, do you love what you're doing? Do you love it? So it can mess with your head. I know, I get you. But at the same time, we have to bring ourselves back and we have to reassure and know that we believe in it, no matter where we are in it with the ups and downs. It can go up and down, it can go up and down, it can go all over the place, I know. It really is a non-stop effort sometimes. But if you're passionate about it and if it's what you love to do, then we find the energy to keep going. So I'm saying a lot of different things to you because I understand just in general that it's hard work, and at the same time we have to believe in it even when it isn't. So that sounds like the challenge you're in right now. So I'm bringing in, I'm asking some angels to send you some boosts of an uplift, so you have that stamina, so you can find that strength to keep going and believe no matter what. And then also acknowledge where you might need to change or tweak something. It could just be a simple tweak in a couple of the ways you market. It could just simply be a way your marketing needs to change. That's coming up really, really strong. So that's popping in. Look at how you're marketing. Is there a different way you could do it? And you don't have to spend crazy money if you don't have it there, but it might be time to change it up. It just might be time to change it up. I feel you need to look at that, see if there's a different way. All right, let me see where else we're going. 49, Miss 757. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness, 49. Wonder if the angels have a birthday message for you. You turned 49 yesterday. Ooh, looking forward to the next chapter. Okay, I'm feeling a really beautiful, this is kind of cool. It started yellow, went blue, but now it's coming in strong. I have a pink color to the energy. Pink is a happiness. I feel that you're settling in more of a content lifestyle. You may or may not feel it yet, but I feel that that's what's coming here, because it went from these different colors. It went yellow, blue, because yellow is, I need change and I need my power. Blue is like, I need to be calm, but then sometimes I feel sad, depending on the hue of the blue. And then it went pink, which is the happiness and contentment with where you are and being proud of who you are. And you have that to like dive into and just completely absorb. What makes you happy, what doesn't? Start ticking the list off if it's getting in the way of your happiness. Get whatever isn't in the happy zone out of the way if you can. That was crazy. That was what I picked up. That was an interesting read. They're all so different, right? So I wish you the best. Happy birthday. Let's see here. Robin explains a lot between nodes and wolf moon. Really feeling the need to discern where I want to head with career. Any insights from angels? Yours is going to be, I feel a lot of methodical energy coming in. I see a lot of charts. I see a lot of writing and organizing, and then I see like old school, a pencil going, no, not that. And then scribbling over top of that, like editing a paper or something. I see lines going through whole sentences and then rewriting it. And then I see charts, lots of charts, because methodical is going to work well for you because it's the way you're wired. If that makes any sense. You're just wired. That grounds you. That gives you structure. So if you've been doing them, keep doing them. If you're not doing them, then I suggest, from what I'm seeing, do that. And scratch off the list what's not working. Because for some of us that need that organization like that, because Taurus does bring that energy in as well, putting it out to where it can reflect back to us and we can see it, we see it better. We actually get it. Like, oh, when it was just in my head, I wasn't really seeing it. You put it out and sometimes it's coming back at you. You're going, oh, okay, now I get it. Yeah, no, not that way. It might be a great idea. You just need to tweak. It feels like a tweaking time for you. Robin, that was really interesting, but that's what I got. Let me see. Journey to Becoming Me. I'm in Illinois. Oh, yes, that's Coldplay. Whew. Well, God bless you. Stay warm, please. Yes, absolutely. Warm from the heart. Warm heart, absolutely. Stay safe out there. There's a lot of snow going on out there. Interesting. We have ice and snow coming to North Carolina. Oh, okay. So just to warm you guys up and to appreciate that this isn't your backyard. Just the other day, we had our giant, we have this canal. Like I said, I'm in Central Florida, down mid-Florida. And we have a canal that goes behind the house property, and it does have alligators in it. Well, we had one that's been coming up and sunning because, the days are getting to 65. Today it's 78. I'm just trying to warm you guys up again, not rub it in. But this guy, he gets up on our beach, and we actually were able to figure out his length, and he is a 13-footer. He's a big one. We don't want to go there and play with that. And that wasn't even counting his tail curling around. So he's our bull alligator. He is the one that owns that canal, and he bumps all the little guys out. He's like, no, this is my house, leave. He does that. He doesn't mess with us, but he likes to sun on our beach along our little canal. So I know we have a fence though between that and us. So we do have a fence up, but it's like, whoa, okay, that's pretty big alligator. Yeah, I don't want to go there. So just to give you a perspective of what we deal with here, it's a little bit different. We have some interesting tropical wildlife. Yes. So you have snow, we have that. So just kind of giving you guys a little bit of a vibe there. So yes. So let's see here. Where are we going here? Let's see. Blue Ridge. Let's see. Oh, wow. Asheville. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful mountains. I saw that North Carolina, and I was in Virginia. I saw that they were getting all kinds of stuff up in Virginia in the DC area. So I'm like, oh, that seems cold. Now, where are we here? Keta, let's see. It makes sense for me. This feeling of deserving something. I want respect and love in my life. It feels like I've taken those steps already. Well, that's fantastic. Keep going in that direction. That's what we all want to do. Sending warmth to Canada. Okay, you guys are making me cold just reading all this. I said, I'm not, all right, so let's send some more warmth. Okay, I want everybody to try something with me on energy work. Let's practice some energy work. First of all, I want everybody to focus on their heart, and I want you to focus on warmth and love. Like, just think about it. Think about how it makes you feel comforted and warms your heart. Think about that metaphor, warming your heart. And we do it all together at the same time, and then send it out to the group. Just send it out there. And I want to know if anybody's feeling that or warming up. Now, it sometimes can take a while and you might feel it later, but what I want you to do is think about how energy works. Energy healing, energy works, because love is warm, it's comforting, and cold is sometimes related metaphorically to the frigid, cold, and blocked off. So let's warm everybody's hearts by sending a little love to one another. So take a moment, focus on your heart, bring it to a warmth, and then just visualize as you take a deep breath in and you feel the warmth. When you exhale, you're sending it out to everyone else. It's okay, you don't have to send it to me. I'm going to send you some of my warmth today from here. So I know how that can feel, and it feels really beautiful to feel a comfort come in energetically like that, and it's just there. So think about that. I'm going to be sending it to you guys because I have a little extra warm in here. So let's see here. Robin's saying, that's funny, my guides told me to write, but I had no idea what they meant. I see making the plus columns things. Okay. Yeah, it's the way you're going to figure it out. You need to figure it out on paper. I'm old school, can you tell? Paper, however you do it. Let's see, Journey to Becoming Me. Oh, yikes, Canada's crazy cold. You guys are stuck on the cold. You guys are really cold. Oh my goodness. I'm sure it's colder. I need to have strength from losing my fur baby Ginger on the December 27th. Oh, okay. Oh, sending you a lot of love about that. That's hard. I understand. Oh, Belinda. But you know what? You want to hear something awesome and comforting? Because I've lost several. I've had to say goodbye to several pets throughout my life, but they're always around. That their energy really doesn't go very far. It's still around you, and they love you. They love you anyway. It's just a constant, eternal love, and they will be there. And it's being okay that they're not there physically. I know that's the part that you grieve, because we grieve them just like any other person or family member or anything else that might happen. We grieve, when we lose an animal, because we get very close to animals like that, and they bring so much to our lives. So sending you a lot of warmth and love and comfort as you're going through that. I know that wasn't very long ago, so I can see where that's happening. So all of you guys that are freezing and you're cold, oh gosh, you guys are I am actually chilly reading that. So energy wise, let's switch it back up. So for everyone that feels cold, I want you to feel the love and the warmth coming. I want you to feel the comfort and compassion if you're grieving a loss. Because there's been a lot of that. I understand that. For those that are trying to figure out the next step, I want you to feel that. I want you to know that the universe is bringing us a lot where we can go in and dive deeper and figure out some stuff. So I like these two nodes. I mean, it's an interesting one because I like feeling stable. Who doesn't? Everybody wants to feel secure and stable, right? But this energy brings confidence. So that Taurus energy is going to be a good one to work with. And remember, the bull does not rush. Nope. Won't rush. Won't be pushed. Won't be forced. And will make the decision when he's good and ready. That's the kind of energy you want to feel confident with. So, for example, when Maddie was bringing up, she has this meeting coming up, she's got to remember what she wants to stand her ground on her self-value and self-worth. Like, what does she feel like she deserves? And if it's not that, that's where Maddie needs confidence and a choice to make, right? Anybody in that decision, in that situation. Because I saw a lot of things coming up with, our businesses and what we're trying to do to work with our incomes because of the way everything's been shifting so much in the last few years. And it looks like it's still shifting, and yes, it is. But remember, it's a healing year. It's a healing of all the old things that just need to go away and don't work anymore, to bring in a better way of approaching life, approaching how we do everything, approaching and looking at a perspective of what we were doing, or did we see it for what it really was? Did we appreciate what it was bringing us? And then taking that to build the foundation stronger as we grow forward. Because there's nothing like feeling secure. Of course we want to feel secure, we want to feel safe, we want to feel financially safe, we want to feel that our needs are met, and all of those things are normal things of concern living in a physical world like we do. But we also have all of this incredible energy. We also have two aspects here that we can choose to focus on. With law of attraction, you have a negative side and you have a positive side. That's why I put the report together for the negative things that might pop up and creep up, because what it's doing is it's helping you identify. That is in there if you guys want to look at it. I got a link right there in the YouTube. But it is a workbook, and it's more of an 11-page like little mini book that you would take. You pull both of them out and you work through what's causing some hang-ups for you. You work through, this is where I keep getting worried about this, or this fear that it's not going to work, or this fear that I won't get the job, or this fear that I won't make enough money. Those are all fears and concerns. And then finding ways to counter that with, I need to move into a positive perspective here. I need to not feel like that. So it's interesting. I felt really nudged out of the blue to get that together quick for you. And I had it on my list to do, but then it was like, no, get it out there now. So I did last week. And it's there for those that want it, but it's something that we're going to be working through. We need to feel secure in the choices we make. Taurus will take its time. Remember this energy takes its time to make a decision, but once it does, it's secure and confident in it. To me, I prefer that. I prefer quality over quantity, really. You know, that's kind of the way I am anyway. I would rather it be good than to have 100 of them that are so-so. I mean, that's just what my mind is like. So I really dig this kind of energy. So I want you guys to know that you have these capabilities to go deeper and learn who you really are and be that. Learn who you are and be that. Don't be anything else. Don't be what society expects. Don't be what everybody else expects. Be what you're supposed to be. Because it's a constant changing world. So to me, if it's constantly shifting and changing and adjusting and revolutionizing and everything else is happening, there is no norm. There's no norm settling in yet. So be you. This is a great opportunity to be you. Okay? Be you. Let me see here. Okay. Journey to becoming me. Oh, I feel it. Had my eyes closed and then realized I was rocking side to side. When opened my eyes, felt wrapped in the warmth like a love bundled up baby. Oh, that's awesome. See, that's awesome. And you know what I want you guys to think about when we close out today? We always have a great vibe here. Absolutely. And I love the build of energy. And I look forward to being with you guys too every week. I want you to think about it. If when you're going throughout the week and you're feeling things and things don't feel great, remember what we talked about today about the warmth and where you can find it. Because guess what? Everything you need, you already have inside you. Everything. Everything we try to find outside of ourselves, we already have right here. Everything. All of it. So I wanted to remind you of that as you go through the ups and downs of the week, because they're there, I know. But you also have this never-ending, unlimited amount of energy called love. It's the most powerful on the planet to tap into anytime. You're really never alone with angels in the universe. You might feel alone, difference there between lonely and alone, but you always have that. So tap into that. You have all that you need right there. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, and we want that support and that connection with others. Absolutely, I get that. That's what we love about this when we get together here. But I want you to know, when fear crops up, and it will, that second guessing or concern something won't work out or you're not sure, whatever it might be about, whether it's the job, somebody misunderstood me, whatever it was about, or I'm not sure if I should do this or that, or if it's going to work, or I'm concerned I won't make enough money. Those are fears. Those are lower frequency energies that just pull us in that direction. You can't help it. They happen. We all feel them. And I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't just stop feeling it. Of course, we all feel them. It's what we do with it when we do feel it. When you feel that creeping in, go to that warm love, that unconditional love that lifts your frequency, that shows you there's positive perspectives here. I just need to look at this different. If you put that intention, like, okay, I'm concerned about this, but I need something else more positive to focus on so I can do something about it. That's empowering. That lifts you. That carries you through. That's the kind of foundation you want to build. This energy here with this node's interesting because Taurus will want you to do that more, where the Scorpio energy is reminding you of what was. We don't want to keep doing it that way anymore. And what did work? What did you master? What do you want to take forward? So remember, it's about both. We're learning at what we've learned and grown and what we're strong in. Bring that through. And what are we doing? We're scratching off the list, the ones that are like, nah, we're not going to keep doing that anymore. Yeah, we're going to change that. And then you're wanting to stand strong in it. So don't expect this to go fast because of the Taurus. And it's about the moving forward and the destiny and where we're going and what we're building and striving for, okay? Don't expect this energy to go fast. So if you try to go fast, the bull is not going to budge. It's going to take you on a slower path. So what I'm saying is make peace with things going on a steady, slower progress. Because actually it gives you opportunity to fine tune it and then feel confident in it. And it's a stronger base. So you don't have to rush through anything. That rush energy, sometimes it's like, why do we rush? Are we rushing because we're afraid? Are we rushing so we don't feel? We're missing stuff when we go too fast. So just keep that in mind, that this energy will plod along at a pace of the bull and won't budge till it's ready. But that's not a negative. That's actually going to be good while we're fine-tuning everything in our lives. There's so much change. And it's good to have this because there's so many shifts of something new and different. And then at the same time, we want to bring in something we're familiar with. We want to be comfortable. We want to know we're stable. So keep that in mind and know that this is all here, according to astrology, to help support us. So this is a deeper, reflective time. Do some soul searching, acknowledge who you really are, and be that. I just want to say thank you to everyone that was here today. I'm going to close off. I wish you all much love, happiness, and warmth. Oh my gosh. Be warm, be warm. And I want to say thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep the energy flowing. Remember that warm heart. Remember that love, that unconditional love that can keep you lifted when you need it. If you find yourself having a tough day, go there. Remind yourself, put a sticky somewhere. And I'll see you next time here on the Jenn Royster Show. Namaste.
You've been listening to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show, visit www.jenroyster.com.